Next, it is Money Monday.
And we're going to look at 5 things parents need to talk about to their kids about money. It is 8:43, and you're watching Good Day LA.
There you go.
There you go.
I just want to make you smile for me, smile.
How often... All right, how often have you shopped with your child only for the experience to be a total nightmare, which I have, because they want everything. As parents, we know there's, the give and take, but now how can you react to shape your kids and their view of money?
So in today's Money Monday, financial planner Gary Sipos is with us.
Right?
Very good.
Yep.
I caught it.
Got it.
Is here with the 5 most common money mistakes parents make with their children. Good morning, Gary Sipos. You've made 4 of them, I think.
I've made so many of these mistakes. This morning I sat there and I said, yep.
All right, let's begin.
You start.
All right, number 1. Believing that your kids need to and must have what other kids have because of the peer pressure.
Oh, yes. I call this keeping up with the Joneses, and it's a tough issue because it'll happen. Your child is playing basketball, and one of the kids has an Air Jordan shoe, and then, of course, what happens in the next season? Kevin Durant, he comes out with a no shoe, and so it's a never-ending cycle. It can be you can create a value of insatiability of more and more products, and that's not a value you really want your children to have.
So how do you deal with that?
So how you deal with it is you have to step back as the adult and as the parent and say, is this going to help my child learn better in school, improve their grades, or is this going to help them learn values in life? And if it will, then yes, buy it. If not, well, I don't know if you should put it on the shopping list.
When your child comes home kind of crying, saying, everybody has a fill in the blank. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, you have to talk about values and how this is going to help them or not. Just getting a new tennis shoe is really not going to help their jump shot. It's really not going to improve their grades. So let's invest in things that is really going to help you as a person grow.
So
that's
the
what you have to.
value system.
Values.
It's a value system.
Turn it to that.
All right. So you pivoted. Okay. Number 2, you say don't shield your kids from the cost of things, no matter what age. Now I have a 4 and a 6-year-old.
Oh yes.
So you say don't shield them from the cost of something, because we walk in the store and they want everything they see in the store. I see
parents all the time. In fact, I see 2 major themes. The first major thing is, I don't want to talk about money with my kids because, I want to protect their childhood. That's the first thing I hear a lot. And, and then the second thing is, the more proper families, hey, it's improper to talk about financial issues with such a young child. Yes, of course, improper. And I say, phooey to both of those things. Involve your kids in financial matters. In fact, like, for example, you go to dinner and it's time for the bill and you're calculating the tip. Well, show them how to calculate the tip, have them calculate the tip, and then also explain how that tip, helps that server's life and how much of an income that is to that server.
That's a good idea.
Well, no, my 6-year-old likes to sign the check. So
there you go.
We let her start it, but we
make
her add it up.
Yes.
You do something. Fess up.
Okay, I do something. I do 2 things, but I go to the store and I say I don't have any money. Am I creating like a fear anxiety?
The kids want something.
They want something, and I say I don't have any money.
Okay.
Right.
And they say, well, why don't you have money? Am I creating a fear anxiety over money?
Yeah, and what you really should do is, that's about budgeting.
Okay.
And so, create a budget, with the chores and get a value system of working and values of how much time and energy it takes to buy things. And then when they hit that budget for the month and they're out of money, they're out of money. And that's a great value you can instill in your child that will last their whole lives.
Budgeting. We all need budgeting.
What about using credit cards to buy stuff for your kids when you shouldn't?
Oh, credit cards. This is a little bit dangerous because you get the value, you get the goods, you get the tennis shoe, you get the ice cream cone, whatever it is, and it's free because you just swipe and there's no disconnect. There's a huge disconnect between the product and service and the money it takes to buy things. So you have to bring it down to them about how much time and energy it takes to earn the money to buy that product and service. So for example, the average person in the United States makes a little over $25 an hour. So a $150 shoe, that's 6 hours of work, and that's for the average person.
Pre-tax.
Yeah, pre-tax. So then you need to tell them, well, you make below average, and so that might be 18 hours of work. So, 18 hours of mowing lawns. Get them to make that connection of mowing lawns for 18 hours to buy that shoe. That would be a great value to teach them.
And of course, some kids will say, I just want the shoe.
Of course.
And they
want
say
the
mow
luxury.
6 lawns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to get
there
that.
it is. 18
No,
hours
my-
of lawn mowing.
What my kids think sometimes when I go to the ATM, they're like, the place that gives you money. And I said,
Right.
I always tell them, Mom works.
Mom works
had
for
to work
that.
to put money into
Absolutely.
there. All right, so number 4, what about spending money and doing the old don't tell dad?
Oh, this one's
I used to
really
do that, put my
dangerous.
stuff
This
in
is
the trunk
very
of the car.
dangerous.
Don't tell
Yes.
your father.
Right.
You got that.
Right. Don't tell your father. Don't tell your mother. This is actually a very bad thing to do because you're teaching actually deceitfulness.
Well, it's
about-
financial infidelity.
Yes, exactly. And you don't want to be secretive about finances, especially between the spouses.
Yeah.
So always tell, communicate, money with issues with your wife and with your husband or with your spouse. Always disclose that and never give the illusion of being deceitful is okay.
Okay, don't lie to your kids.
And don't hide your money from me.
Okay.
Yes.
You can find all
it
of
is.
Gary Sipos' tips on foxla.com. Money Monday it is.
Thank
and
you,
Gary,
Gary.
we thank
Oh,
you.
yes, ma'am. Thank you. Money Mondays.
All right, Money Monday.
Mondays.
Coming up at 9.